Okay, so in this video, we will look at some important Microsoft Excel functions that are needed and used frequently. Okay, so now start. Let's start from the sum function. Okay, now let me enter 5 into cell A1 and then 10 into cell A2, 8, 9, and then 5 again. Okay, now I want to find the sum of all the numbers that I have typed. Okay, so the first one I can select all like this. Then I go to the top right of the screen, you see auto sum. Okay, so if you click on that, the numbers will be added. You see 37. Okay, now let me delete it again, do it again. So you highlight, you select all the numbers, and you go to auto sum, then you click, and then it will calculate all the numbers, which is 37. Okay, if you don't want to use the auto sum, you can use a function. Okay, so now let's say I want the answer to appear in cell. Okay, let me delete all. Okay, and see numbers. Let me call this field or this column numbers, and then let me call this one sum. Okay, okay, so numbers, let me 5, 10, 15, and then 5, 3, 5, 20, 50, and then 5 again. So in case I want to add all these numbers, okay, using Excel function, I will use the sum function. Okay, so the sum function, I want the answer to appear in cell B2, so I click cell B2, then I type my equal sign. After typing my equal sign, then I type sum. Okay, then I open parenthesis, then I select all the numbers, then I close parenthesis, then I press enter. So the sum of all the numbers is 118. Okay, 118. Now if I want to find the average, okay, if I want to find the average, I will use, okay, let me call this one average. Okay, so I want to find the average of all the numbers. So I click cell C2, or here any cell, you can click any cell, and where you click is where you want the answer to be. So I want the average value to appear in cell C2. So I click C2, and I type my equal, and I type average, and I open my parenthesis, then I select all, then I close parenthesis again. You see when I selected all, it says cell A2 to A10. It means the first number is located in A2, and the second and the last number is located in A10. So A2 colon A10 is called range. Range, it means all from cell A2 to cell A10. It is called range. Okay, so the range is A2 to A10. Okay, so equal average, open parenthesis, and then I select all the numbers, then I close my parenthesis, then I press enter. So this is the average. The average value of all the numbers is 13.1111 and the rest. Okay, and the sum of all the numbers is 118. Okay, so now if I want to find the minimum value, okay, so the minimum value, okay, you can click this side and expand the column. Okay, if I want to find the minimum value among all the numbers, I can click, I can see, I can use the function, or you have to use the function, the minimum function, the min function. So equal min, open parenthesis, then you select all the numbers, then you close parenthesis, then you press enter. So the minimum number is 3, and it is true that 3 is the minimum number among all the numbers. Okay, so if you want to find the maximum number, Okay. The maximum number, you have to use the max function. So equal max, open parenthesis, you select all and you close parenthesis, then you press enter. So the maximum number among all the numbers, or the maximum value, is 50. Okay, the highest value or the highest number is 50. Okay. Okay, now you can go to mode. You can also use the mode function to find the number with the highest frequency, the number that occurs most among all the numbers. Okay, so equal mode, equal mode, open parenthesis, you select all the numbers, then you close the parenthesis, then you press enter. So the mode is 5, and that is the high number with the highest frequency, the number that occurs most. And it is true. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 appears 4 times. Okay, so the mode is the number with the highest frequency. Okay, and you can also use the modulo. Okay, the modulo is like when a number is divided by a certain number, the remainder. Okay, in the remainder. Okay, so now let's say um okay, let me call the I column numbers. Okay, and call the J column mode 2. Okay, so numbers, let me type 5, 7, 9, 15, 35, 11. Okay, so I want to find the mode 2. I want to find mode 2 of 5. Okay, or 5 mode 2, and then 7 mode 2, 9 mode 2, or when 5 is divided by 2, the remainder. Okay, so now I click cell J2 and type equal, then mode, MOD, open parenthesis, then I select 5, then I bring comma. Now I want it is 5 mode 2, so I type 2, then I close my parenthesis, then I press enter. So 5 mode 2, or 5 divided by 2, the remainder is 1. Okay, so I can put the cursor at the bottom right of the cell that has been calculated, and then double click or drag down, and the rest has also been calculated. So 5 divided by 2, it will leave remainder of 1. Okay, and then 7 divided by 2, there will be a remainder of 1. Okay, and 15 divided by 2, there will be a remainder of what? 1. Okay, so you can also repress, you can click, you can say mode 2. You can say mode 5. Okay, so let's find the mode 5 and see. Okay, so we click here. So equal mode, MOD, you open parenthesis, you select the number, comma, and then the mode, it is 5. So you type 5. If you want it to be mode 7 or whatever, then you type the number. So I want this one I am dividing, I want to find 5 mode 5. Okay, so I bring my closing parenthesis, then I press enter. Okay, so it says 0, and it is true that 5 divided by 5, there will be no remainder. Okay, so I want to find the rest, but I don't want to do it one by one. So I put the cursor at the bottom right corner of the cell that has been calculated, and then I drag down like this, and the rest has been calculated. So 7 divided by 5, or 7 mode 5, it will leave a remainder of 2. Okay, 9 mode 5, or 9 divided by 5, it will be there will be a remainder of 4. And then 15 divided by 5, there will be a remainder of 0. 35 divided by 5, there will be a remainder of 0. 11 divided by 5, there will be a remainder of 1. So this is how to use the mode function in Microsoft Excel. So now we have looked at how to use the sum function, average function, minimum function, maximum function, mode function, and then modulo. Okay, so now you can format the cells. Okay, so the numbers or the sum, you can highlight, you can select the sum column and use fill color yellow, and then average you can use like light blue like this. The maximum number you can use yellow, sorry, minimum number yellow, and the maximum number you can use light blue like this, and then the mode you can use 0 like this. Okay. Select the color that you want. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the Microsoft Excel functions that you must know in your daily Excel or daily spreadsheet or daily data analysis activities. Okay, so now, as I told you, you can click the plus at the bottom here, then you add another sheet, and you can also enter some data here and then work on it and do whatever you want. If it becomes full, then you add another sheet. Okay, you can add sheet 3. Okay, so now let's go to sheet 1. Okay, and if you want to print, you have to make sure you select the paper size. So here you go to page layout, then you select size. Okay, and then you select, let's say, A4. Okay, A4. Now the orientation, because Excel normally contains more information on the page or something like that, you have normally, you can use the landscape. Okay, you can use the landscape, and you see that there are some dot lines here. So the dot lines means anything after this dot line, or the after this break lines. Okay, or anything at that comes to this side, it will be on a different sheet. Okay, so this one will be sheet 1. Okay, this side is the sheet 1. So this line divides. Okay, so you can go to the bottom, and then when you enter and press enter, and see, let's press enter. So this one, this is one page, this is one page, this is one page, this is one page. You see the line that divides it. So normally you have to, if you want whatever you are doing to be on one page, then you have to make sure it is on this side only. Don't let it cross the border. Okay, don't let it cross this line, don't let it cross this line. So whatever here and upwards will be on one page. Okay. Okay, and if you want to print, you go to file, then you go to file, and then you go to print. As in Microsoft Word, you enter the number of copies. Then if you have a printer, you click here and select the printer name, then you click print. Okay, all right. And if you want to save it as PDF, you go to file, and then you go to save as, you go to browse, and then you choose where you want to save it, like desktop. You can maintain the file name, first Excel document, and then the save as type, you click here, then you select PDF like this. Okay, then you click save. So it has been saved to the desktop, so you can minimize it, and you see here the PDF file is here and the Excel file is here. So let me open the PDF file and let's see. Okay, so this is the PDF file. Okay, so in case you want to print, you want to save Excel document as PDF, this is how you should go by. So now you have to keep on practicing what you have obtained.